Dearest Mooji, please help me. I was lucky to spend 3 days with you during open satsangs last week. On Monday this week, I left India and returned to work. I feel your pointings fully and would never desire more than what you helped me to discover. Never felt so happy and blessed in my life. At the same time, I feel a bit of confusion because these days I am starting a lot of new things. For example, my own business. I spend many days doing a lot of creative thinking, learning new things, understanding how to operate in this new field of my activity. It is exciting, a bit challenging and very enriching experience, but I am concerned that maybe I focus too much on those activities and that my attention will be drawn too much to personal mode again. I am a bit confused about how to stay as isness outside the satsang space. When I'm very active in the dynamic world, those two linked. I am a bit confused about how to stay as isness outside the satsang space when I am very active in my dynamic world. Could you please guide me on this? I love you, Anna. So you came to satsang, somehow experienced the stability, the clarity, the isness, the freedom from egoic identity, and gone back to work, and I'm starting a lot of new things. For example, my own business. I spend my days doing a lot of creative thinking, learning new things, understanding how to operate in this new field of my activity. She's enjoying, isn't it? It is exciting, a bit challenging and very enriching experience. But I am concerned that maybe I focus too much on those activities and that my attention will be drawn too much to personal mode again. So there's an awareness of that. Respect and honor that awareness. It is your inner Zen stick. You understand? So, because she's not just galloping away like some wildebeest going to jump over the cliff. No, it's an exciting time, a new career, a new idea, exciting, challenging, all these things. But I read and feel a lot of good Shakti doing, to make all this thing. But at the same time, the horses must have some, what you call this thing? Reins. Some rein to rein in a little bit. So you have to be there also. And you must not be so identified that you're simply lost in your work. It's not needed to be lost in your work. It's not needed to be lost in anything. It's not needed to be lost even in relationship. It's not needed to be lost in your children. It's not needed to be lost in yourself. You must be aware. Sometimes you feel something passionately, you want to pour your whole thing inside it. But life does not require that. If you want to throw your life completely into something, throw it into God consciousness. But not into anything in the world. Don't throw it on anyone. Sometimes you think, if I love them with everything my being, then they will love me back. But they feel overwhelmed, so, oh my God. You see? So you don't have to do that. It is much, much better that you stay aware, and yet at the same time your heart is open. But be aware like that. So I'm saying to Anna now also, yes, all this is coming. Don't get lost in it. Because these things, they come like this and they come like that. Everything come and go. But your awareness is not this and that. If you stay one with your awareness, without person, it is possible that enjoyment flows like this also. It's fine. Is it just an enjoyment for your person? Or it is just a joy? Is it an enjoyment that you're doing so well and you're making money? No, but you just enjoy, it is fine. And then you will not lose, let's say, contact, not good word. You will not stray from your awareness and go back into personhood. It's possible. I would like to keep up with you to see if you succeed like that, because there's nothing wrong with having a business, having a family, doing all these things, if you stay as your awareness. Then you may find that actually I don't feel like I'm really doing it even. It is just unfolding. It seems something's just, yes, there's some effort, but there's no strain. There's a lot going on, but I can tell you, here it feels that nothing is going on. There's just a joy. So how can this be true together at the same time? There's a lot of Shakti and in the midst of Shanti. So like this, you pay attention. Don't feel, yes, I have a week of satsangs in Rishikesh behind me, that will take me through everything. No, it took you to you. Stay as you. You beyond you. You know, if I say like this, you without you, you know what I mean. Yeah, the awareness without the ego. And you see that it is not afraid, it's not in conflict with the unfolding play of the manifest. No, it is the God of them, it is the deity of the manifest also. But don't get lost in it. And you'll see that these things, they come and go. You don't know where this is going, you don't know where anything is going. Anything can happen. So don't invest in happenings. And you don't have to invest in the non-happening. The non-happening, you are. So, but I am concerned that maybe I focus too much on those activities and that my attention will be drawn too much to personal mode again. I am a bit confused about how to stay as isness outside the satsang space. Isness is not something that you do. It is just what you recognize as a non-doing dimension of being. It is what is. It's not a becoming. It's an is. Everything else is becoming. But it's kind of a play of becoming in the stillness, in the non-becoming. Your wisdom will be there always. So I am a bit confused about how to stay as isness outside the satsang space when I'm very active in the dynamic world. Could you please guide me on this? You'll find that you're active and you're non-active. But give some space to this. Sit with this. Be confirmed in it. And you will see that somehow there's a harmony. In the heart of the time is the timeless. Be in the place of the timeless, and you'll understand, and time will be your friend. Don't worry about him. But if you're only in time, and then suffering comes. Time is okay when you are aware of timeless. Movements are okay when you are aware of your natural stillness. This is the harmony. Like this. What you are discovering here today will stay with you for all your life. If you have grounded your understanding, it will take care of everything. It would be great if we learned this from early. But who is there to teach? That we had some understanding from early to guide us. Because we all receive conditioning, why not be conditioned in the truth? If you want to call it conditioned. But I'm just saying that playfully.